Yep, let's do it. It sounds like chew on like gum. It's like gum, I chew on it. Where you at? I'm gonna blow your top, guy. Well, I have grenades, just to let you know. That was terrible loot. Wait till I get a pump. 4 to 3, let's go. Yeah, I'm sweat. I'm gonna sweat at 2K. No, I am. That's not my name, but I am a sweat at 2K19. I'm better than you. 2K19, 18. I don't know like 20, cause 20 garbage. I don't know about 20. I don't want 20. 20's garbage. I am getting it for my birthday, which is July the 16th. So.
Save money and get 2K21 when it comes out.
No, cause he's not gonna have enough money to get it then. No, you have 2K20. The service won't go out until next year. And he's not gonna spend $100 on a game. Bro, just peek it. I'm gonna blow your top back, peek. Told you. Yeah, what? Your shield gone too. Yeah. Look at me, look how I wait. I got a strength of a giant. Yeah, that mouthpiece working, buddy.
What? I don't know.
Yeah, that mouthpiece working, buddy. I just clapped you. Bro, this setup's horrible. Why is my thing set up like this? Bro, you build so high. For one, when you're building, you want me to tell you how I know you're building? For one, I can hear it. And for two, I've been stalling, so now I see you.
Oh.
But you don't see me? What? Where I'm at? Where I'm at? You don't know where the heck I'm at. What? Where I go? Where I go? I'm over here. No, now I'm over here. What? Where am I at? You can't see me? Yeah, but I'm like a ghost. You can't see none of this. What? Where I'm at? What? You can't see me? I'm like shadow. White shadow. Please be smart about your... Yeah, that won't smack that. Now, this is fun. No arguing. Edit it. Nah.
I ain't had no more match.
Jaywalk! Do my jaywalk! What's our score? You ain't winning, bro. You're gonna tie it, and I'm not even gonna let you tie it.
What's up? I ain't even paying attention.
5 to 4. Me, well, I won. You ain't tying it. It's okay, because you ain't gonna tie it. If it's a draw, we're gonna do one round, and the next one is to pretend like it's the tiebreaker. But see, because you're trying to build to that building, bro.
I'll go to them.
I know exactly where you go. Go where you're going, and I'll show you where you go. See, I know exactly where you are. You want me to tell you where you are? Like, where are you? Yo, where'd you go? Stop camping, you little faggot. Pop goes that weasel. Oh, he's low, guys. Push, push, push. Really? We just lobbing sticky bombs out? Ooh! Wait, where am I at? You don't know where the heck I'm at. You just tried to blow me up? That's why you missed. All day, every day. Bro, why are you so scary, bro? Alright, enough building. It's time to kill you. No. Ain't no shooting down, bro. You can't go no higher than this. Yeah, who got it? Who got it though? Who got that edit? Who got that edit? All in your stuff. Bro, if you get shot down, that's your fault. Wait! Come out. If you kill me, I'm leaving. Oh! I knew he was gonna do it. Yes, I took it. God, I told you not to kill me. I was going to open the door for my dad. I don't care. Tie. My bad. Now I'm finna tie break it.
Oh my god, this is a great loadout.
Oh, I have a great one. I have an RPG and stickies. So I'll be careful if I was you. You finna go to your same building. I already know. I'll be waiting for you. Like I said. Coach, I'm gonna be waiting for you. I see you. You think you slick? Yeah, trick. Yeah. I see you, bro. You just sitting there like you. Yeah, trick, yeah. Bro, you're under me. I'm not stupid. Bro, what? Dude, what? You hear his controller building because he's smacking the button so loud. There comes circle. How many max you got left? I got all mine maxed. No, I have 300 on my brick. Bro, I have this whole place covered. You don't know where I'm at. Oh, you think I'm slow? Let me just floor all this up. Yeah, what's up? Floor all of it. Nah, but you're banging your keys too loud. My dad can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, I'm out. It's okay, because I built all this up.
Boss gonna come into a heal off.
There's a dead mouse in there. You gonna stand up top the entire time the storm moves? You know that, right? Once, right after you dropped you off and he left again.
After you dropped me off, he came back.
Yeah, I guess.
Come back to me.
Where you gonna go? Nah, you gonna run out of mats before you can get to that little zone. Yeah, I got me a straight shot down.
Who are protesting it.
Yeah, who's stuck?
Yeah. We understand that you have been talking and some of these folks tonight. What are you seeing and what are you hearing from them, Miguel?
I see you. Please speak. Yeah, you stuck up there. You stuck. I ain't. Oh, you can. Trying to find me a place to hide.
This is 35 West. This is the freeway. This is the southbound lane. This crowd has problems. When we started off, it was baby.
Who's gonna run out of mats first? I'm out. But I can make it work. Oh no, I'm not. Still got 30. Oh my god, they put me in a hard spot. I'm stuck. Oh, I got floppers. I ain't worried. Who's gonna survive? No. I've been drinking Powerade, Grandma. Drinking my Powerade.
Just had your feet.
Well, unfortunately, Miguel, as you know, this happened. We covered that. People get into the camera
And it's sucked out over there.
Not me. I didn't do that.
Go on.
Most to the shit, right?
It's probably on.
No.
Hey, talk. Hey, baby. How you doing? I'm good. You work tonight? Yes. Yes. Just got home. Was you? Oh, yeah, baby, I'm not sitting down. I'm just laying on there. Yes. There you go, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Are you gonna camp below for real? What? Oh no, I'm getting circle first, buddy. It's gone. Oh, it's hot.
What the fuck is that?
One of my AirPods. I was using it. Oh.
This is exactly what the message that
I
people
got
are
it.
talking about here. Airline after sense of injustice.
Hey, what is a spawn battle, Donovan? What's a spawn battle? You're not gonna win, bro. You have no health products. Yeah, you wanna bet? Cause guess what? Yeah. Ain't no storm battle. I had a whole chug and 2 floppers.
As a number of National Guard, state troopers, or state patrol that were very clear that we were not going to the zero tolerance. But they are going to allow people to protest peacefully, and that's what is happening during the night. They didn't be angry, they didn't be sitting in our cameras, but rather than being left to burning and looting.
Donovan, I see you. Why would you set your controller down? I see you. What? I what? Sup?
Hey guys, hold on here. We just have some breaking news in Brooklyn.
So
It don't say where a precinct is now under threat. We'll go to that report now.
Where you at? I got good stuff for a storm battle.
Just a moment. We have to get our shot there, guys.
I see you, by the way.
I'll go back to you before we do that.
Are you even playing? Bro, I was not even paying attention, dog. I was not even paying attention, buddy, but okay.
Okay, I don't want to hear the images of American cities in flames. You think about 1968 and how it took decades for it to come back in these neighborhoods. So the sad thing is the neighborhoods that need the most revitalization or just coming out of difficult economic times.
Please do it. I'm gonna shoot you.
Back down into despair because of what happened in the aftermath of a horrible criminal incident like this.
Well, that's true, but you want to amplify that times 10 in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic based on the shortage of resources. And the resources have been depleted immensely as a result of that. And when we look at the African-American community in general, they believe that they've been recipients of a miscarriage of justice. And this is the way that they see to revolutionize how they should be treated by the police. Everyone deserves quintessential policing. I'm a strong proponent in policing should be...
Bro, you're using a freaking harpoon. It's not a gun. It's fishing. For fishing.
Dissatisfaction with an action that was committed by the police, then that's when you sit at the table and come up with a more African,
oh, you done for?
just a poised level of...
Oh, yeah.
Because police are public servants. They're here to serve the public, but at the same token, the public is a part of that partnership as well. It's a symbiotic relationship. And when it becomes fractured, we see what's happening on the street now. So we need to coalesce and have fellow cooler heads prevail, sit at the table, and devise a solution so we can get back to where we need to, because it's COVID-19.
I see.
You're thinking as you watch all of this happening, and it appears to be escalating in some places, this is now Dallas, Texas. You're looking. Depending on what kind of zone you are in the country. Some places as long as it gets dark, we see what happens as it gets later in some cities. The sad part here is, and you remember this, we all on the ground here in Ferguson. Several years ago, here we are. But we are looking at people who are angry, people who are hurt, people who are sad, people who feel they have no other way but to do what they're doing tonight. Some of them are attempting to exercise their constitutional rights by marching peacefully. And then you have others, of course,
Wow.
that may be in those crowds who attempt to do far more harm.
You're trying to knock me down.
That as well as relates to property. But the nation, Don, And that's virtually every community across this country. When I talk to police chiefs, fire, former police, sheriffs, they all are angry as regards to what they saw.
Because you're trying to go for that stupid building. It's not happening.
The police officers you see out there tonight, we're doing everything that they can to keep people safe. They've been painted their heart.
You're not harpooning me, so you can sit down with it.
That they're no good, that they're not trustworthy, and it's not fair to them.
Oh, because the aunt's got him? My, oh, not my AirPods. When I took him over there, he left him over there again.
This is a very, very dark hour right now. But we got to find a way to get through it. As I watch the mayor tonight, she's the last spot. From the bottom of her heart, her anger, her dismay, when she's really hurt, she is hurt. In any city, mayor, the mayor Fry, in Minneapolis, he's hurt. People are in pain. But one thing I will say to the American people that are out there in the streets tonight, it's going to protest peacefully. Because what we want to do is make sure that you keep focused on your mission, and your mission is to make sure that the death of George Floyd, others do not die of darkness and behind this fire, because that becomes a story, and that does not need to become a story.
And I think that is well
I saved your life.
Cedric. I mentioned you the mayor of
Jay, if I didn't place that.
to Mayor Keisha Lance.
You are burning cars.
So dead if I didn't say
You have
that.
to face the CNN building.
I don't know.
Turner started CNN in Atlanta 40 years ago because he believed in who we are as a city. There was a black reporter who was arrested on camera this morning who works for CNN. They are telling their story. And you are disgracing their building.
Again, that is the mayor of Atlanta, Mayor Keisha Lance, talking about. She's obviously upset and frustrated with what is happening in her city. And as any mayor would be, as Cedric mentioned, any mayor would be, and trying to keep it calm and is frustrated by some of these scenes that are playing out. We have to keep in mind what happened. A man lost his life at the hands of police officers, all costs. And now you have these protests that are spreading in cities all across this country tonight over that man's death. That man is George Floyd. CNN reporters arrived in cities across this country, in Minneapolis, in St. Paul, in Dallas, and also in Atlanta, and wherever there is a protest. There's Des Moines, Iowa, right there. Protest in Iowa, Des Moines. We have it all covered for you. We're going to take you through it. We're going to do it calmly so that you can see exactly and hear exactly what is going on. We'll take a very quick break. We're back with our breaking news on the other side.
You interviewed him on this. He feels lost so personally and so deeply because he lost so much at such a young age, losing his wife and his daughter, and then raising his two boys and he's married again, and then the older son grows up and then passes away of cancer. So he is felt.
Didn't shoot you down.
Right now, from what was a very bad and a very dangerous
Yeah, didn't shoot you down.
situation here in LA tonight so far is the marchers have been marching peacefully around the city streets. In parts of the city, they've been trying to get on freeways. Police have blocked them in that area. They did that on Wednesday. They were able to successfully get onto the 101 freeway, block traffic, where they swarmed California Highway Patrol vehicles. But for the most part, up until about 30 minutes ago, things have been very calm, very peaceful, other than that one incident over by Pershing Square where that LAPD officer was attacked. This protest right behind us, very peaceful, just some chanting, some yelling. But LAPD Police Chief Michael Moore, he put out a statement today essentially telling protesters, look, we hear your anger, we understand it, we understand why you're mad, we will protect your First Amendment right to free speech. However, we're getting concerned with some of the reports we're getting of our officers being attacked and some buildings being vandalized. They said they're going to draw the line tonight when it comes to public safety with the officers and with the public. They're going to start picking up their enforcement, making more arrests. That might be what we saw happen in Pershing Square. But Laura, as the sun starts to go down here, we're going to have to see how this night plays out.
Okay, thank you so much, Bill. And my next guest is Laura Logan, host of Laura Logan Has No Agenda on Fox Nation. Laura, I've been online to track what the role of Antifa has been in Minneapolis, Atlanta, and in New York, and unfolding now apparently in Los Angeles. What can you tell us about how they might be mucking things up and making these things very, very unstable?
Well, what they're doing, Laura, is exploiting the existing conditions and exploiting the local residents, exploiting the very justified outpouring of grief and anger. They specialize in masking themselves behind genuine protesters and exploiting these opportunities to agitate and destroy. These are professional antagonizers, right? They've been trained. They have manuals in how to do this with their tactics, their techniques, and their procedures. And if you look at them in the crowd, you can start to pick them out because they're very different to the rest of the protesters. They typically wear black or dress in black, not always. They have different levels in the hierarchical structure. But you'll see the ones, especially that are in this subculture of real professional antagonists and instigators. And they wear all in black. They often have equipment on their backs. They'll have gas masks that aren't the typical gas masks. They're the expensive ones. They'll have SLR cameras, which cost thousands and thousands of dollars, which the average protester doesn't have. They'll have communications equipment, like radios with vertically rated antennas. You'll see they have earpieces in their ears. There are repeaters on top of vehicles. And these people come from the outside. And this is something, I've spoken today to counterterrorism people, law enforcement, intelligence people, and what all of them complain about is the fact that law enforcement has not been doing anything about the proliferation of these cells all across this country for years now. They've existed for a long time. In the age of social media, the word that was used was supercharged, right? They become supercharged, and they're able to influence an extraordinary amount of people. So you don't need a lot of them. You have them, and you have these professional activists, they use and exploit the people around them. And what's happened in Minneapolis is really interesting to people who study these groups. It's a confluence of Black Lives Matter and Antifa, because ironically, and they make it all about the racial divide and this terrible racist injustice, but Antifa is mostly white. And they don't really care. They don't care about uniting the U.S. They don't care about getting rid of racism. Their slogans are about abolishing the police, right? They use sayings like the only good cops are dead cops. So they're not looking to reform the system or fix the system or anything like that. You've got a black police chief in Minnesota, right? You've got many other black officials. They don't want to support those people. Those black people are not on their agenda. It's the people who can be exploited. Because when Minneapolis is burned to the ground in any other city, like Ferguson, they move on. And who's left holding the baby, right? Who's left with the destruction? Who's poorer because their cities and their businesses have been burned down and destroyed, right? Yes. The citizens that they stay, they care about. And they don't.
It's about creating anarchy and taking down the whole American system. They think America is a corrupt, awful,
and reducing.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's all.
And what they're doing is they're provoking the police. Yes, provoking the police, provoking the National Guard. They want a replay of Kent State. And one thing I've seen is lots of people complaining about the police allowing the police station to be burned to the ground. What Antifa wanted was the police to defend that building and to fight with them and capture those images of the evil policeman with his weapons, attacking the innocent civilian. And they denied them that opportunity. That was very strategic and in many ways very smart. But what they have to do now is map those cell phone networks, map the phone networks.
Laura, we got to hold you there. We got to go to breaking news in Minneapolis. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay. Let's go to Steve Harrigan in Minneapolis, in Minneapolis, telling us the latest. We got more violence and more fires breaking out there.
Laura, we'll show you what it looks like here. We got several cars on fire. We've seen one just go up and explode. The tires melted down on another, and a gas tank just blew up here. One of many fires burning right now in Minneapolis, and you can see they draw a large crowd of people who come to stand nearby and look. You can see some small explosions going on there. There's a lot exploding here overnight. We saw a lot of fireworks, but we also just heard some 9mm shots fired up in the air as well. A lot of people you can see on the streets in cars driving by to get a look at things. One thing you don't see, which I got to tell you is pretty startling, is we haven't seen any figure, any police figure, anybody, state police, anybody in the last 2 hours. So really people are on their own here.
Yeah. Well, Steve, you said 9mm. Steve, hold on one second. Did you just... Yeah, you heard 9mm shots ring out?
Yeah, there's definitely small arms fire, probably up into the air, off in celebratory, but there has been a lot of fireworks as well. But it was clearly a small arms fire, we think, up in the air. And I guess, you know, there's smoke from these cars burning, there's smoke from tear gas, and the crowd is gathering, and there is no sign of any police. So, you know, if you've been in war zones or you've been in dangerous places, you know, there's no soldiers, there's nobody here to keep things in order.
Yeah, Steve, you just, so our reporter on the scene in Minneapolis, just to reset for everyone, said that he hasn't seen a police officer in up to 2 hours. Now, you see the scene there. Now, while we understand we don't want to give Antifa the perfect shot, and I do get that, at some point, you've got to save the city. At some point, you've got to step in and save the city, Steve. Otherwise, these people are going to have nothing to go back to, and you have someone you want to talk to there.
A lot of people are out here watching, including Jabber, who's 16. And Jabber, when you see these cars burning as a 16-year-old, what do you think?
I think no justice, no peace, no something to their...
But just slogan. When you look at that, what do you think?
Sad, but it's what's got to be done now.
It has to be done.
It has to be done.
Why does it have
Why
to
are
be
you
done?
talking to us?
Enough is enough.
Enough what?
Any black.
Enough is enough. Hospitality is enough.
So we got a 16-year-old watching cars burn here, who lives a block away, and says it has to be done.
Not all 16-year-olds in the show.
I didn't like the sound of that. Steve, you're going to be real careful where you are.
Back away from this car a little bit.
Yeah, I would back up there.
I ain't talking down no more.
We heard.
You get on my nerves all day. Cheating, bro.
Minnesota.
Then when I do it, he tell me, I ain't doing it again, we'll leave. Oh, but you shot me down first.
They wanted cooler heads.
So I'm gonna make them mad and then get off.
Okay. They wanted people to
Then throw grenades, shoot them down, all of them.
take the temperature down.
Show me
I don't care what you do.
anywhere around.
Yeah. It hasn't worked. The curfew hasn't worked. Standing down orders didn't work. Bringing the National Guard in, I guess the National Guard is doing what? I guess they're protecting vital infrastructure, I understand, tonight. But the people of Minnesota, the people of Minneapolis, the people of the United States and around the world are watching these scenes going, is this
Keep on, Bobby.
Kabul or is this Minnesota?
Don't chop your neck
We're
off.
happy to bring back Julio Rosas now. He's a writer for townhall.com who's been covering these riots in Minneapolis. Julio, you just tweeted moments ago, the riot police and National Guard have completely abandoned the perimeter they set up earlier. Rioters have chased them away. Given what you saw last night, where is this going to end up?
Not anywhere good. Unfortunately, they had set up a perimeter around the area of the 3rd precinct that had been torched last night, and that was there all day. Things got out of hand after the law enforcement told the crowd that had gathered that within 10 minutes they were going to be in violation of that curfew order. Well, they weren't too happy with that, and so they started throwing all sorts of stuff, bottles, rocks, at the National Guardsmen and the riot police. And so, of course, they were firing back with tear gas and as I can attest to, other non-lethal rounds. But then they started pulling back, and they pulled back completely. Where we are right now, we're so many blocks away from where we originally started. And as you can see behind me, a lot of people are not obeying that curfew order.
Julio, we just showed the photo of where you got hit by the rubber bullet. That doesn't look too fun, to say the least. But we just see that photo. That's on your shoulder? Where is that?
No, that's it's right around here. If camera guys tell me to show it off.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Right there.
Wow, that's not good.
So, yeah, I'm not too happy about it. Obviously, I was off to the side. I wasn't close to them. And I was doing what I'm doing right now, just reporting on it. I understand it's a very tense situation, but yeah, like I said, I wasn't here. I was off to the side, and they decided to be on the space.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're a former Marine, so, yeah, well, Marine Reserve. That's a Marine Reserve, but you can take it. Julio, we're going to check back with you later in the hour, but my next guest did what the Minneapolis police seem incapable. They still seem like they're just incapable of doing it. They're just giving up the street. He's been protecting small businesses from rioters. Joining me now is Corey Bremer, a Minneapolis resident who, along with several others, put his own safety on the line to keep looters away from businesses near the police precinct that was burned down. Corey, you're seeing all this unfold tonight. Tell our audience why you decided to take matters into your own hands.
Yeah, we're a very close community here, Laura. Thanks for having me on. All this is happening probably about 8 blocks from my home, and a lot of us, like I say, we're a very close community, close-knit, and when we started seeing this progress towards a lot of the businesses, because it kept progressing more and more, we decided to start, kind of policing the whole area, just trying to help out as best we can, and we're keeping the looters and those things from continuing to come in and breaking into places, and it's literally like a war zone here, Laura. It's nothing like I've ever seen before in my life.
Well, what I'm seeing tonight, Corey, is more of the same with last night. Like, when we thought that order would be brought to the streets tonight, knowing that if you don't bring order to the streets, you're going to get spillover effects outside of these 5 blocks into other parts of the city, and from our, as we've seen now, spilling over across the country. So what do you say about the leadership of your city tonight? I know it's a very difficult situation, but where's the leadership?
I think it could be a heck of a lot better, Laura. I mean, I think we could have done a lot better job. I literally could not believe that we abandoned the 3rd Precinct Police Department, and I still can't believe it. Like I say, I'm 8 blocks from this area, and the whole area by the 3rd Precinct literally looks like a war zone. It's like something that I've never seen before in my entire life.
No, this looks like Iraq or Afghanistan. People images are bad. And we just got this story. Nassau County Police Chief source, they tried to overthrow the 88th precinct by reportedly no rental cops were heard. So that's from one of our sources in New York. So when people who want to commit criminal mischief see a precinct as they saw Minneapolis overrun and destroyed. And people feel like, hey, if they can do it, I can do it, and I can one-up them, I can do it better than these others. And it goes on and on and on. And I feel sorry for people who just started their businesses. They had COVID to deal with. Now they have this to deal with. How do they get past this? I mean,
my neighborhood will never be the same. It'll probably take 10 years to rebuild all the stores I shop at in my neighborhood. I try to buy locally just because I like to support those businesses. But I honestly believe a lot of them won't reopen, and it's going to change this whole neighborhood that I live in. 75% of my shopping is locally, and it's going to completely devastate this neighborhood.
No, and rioting never ends up working out well with the people in the neighborhoods that have to take place. Corey, thank you very much. We'll check back with you. And stay safe. President Obama weighed in on the disaster unfolding in Minneapolis today, but instead of condemning any of the violence on the streets, he said this: for millions of Americans, being treated differently on the account of race is tragically, painfully, maddeningly normal. This shouldn't be normal in 2020 America. It can't be normal. We can and must be better. It falls on all of us to work together to create a new normal.
in which the legacy of bigotry and unequal treatment no longer infects our institutions or our hearts. Now, Obama's statement was clearly a stalking horse for Joe Biden, who only offered up basically cliche.
Come together as one unit to require those of us who sit in some position of influence to finally be able to use some power. We must speak out. We must move on. We must hold people accountable. It is absolutely essential, making no excuses, talking about our obligation to be decent, our obligation to take responsibility, our obligation to stand up when we see injustice. Our children are listening.
Never has so little been said or join me
Bro, cause I was trying to pick that shit, sorry. I'm telling you, it's all good, bro. I'm gonna blow you. Top back. I'm tired of you hitting like a little girl. I'm gonna blow you back. You will not be able to. I was sitting there and camping on the ground, but you won't do nothing. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. This second time Bernie don't got robbed. Bernie will be the one that can be.
And by the end of it, we showed that Gallup poll in
The DEC got hacked when they showed the DEC said they was going to back Hillary rather than Bernie, even though
now and says, oh, we just need to sit down and listen to people and hear them and validate them and so forth. Does that work in connection with a work America?
What former President Obama said in a statement by Vice President Biden, it is demonstrated why after 8 years with them having the pulpit, having explained to America what their objectives and goals were, why we started off such great hope and optimism raised in 2009, and then by the end of their term, America actually was more racially divided than we were before. It is these types of incidents. I'm not talking about what's happening in Minnesota. I'm talking about those who exploit these incidents for their political gain. The former president, often was willing to do that, and many of his supporters are.
Round 7, we had Steve Durgan on the ground, and he was talking for a moment or two to a 16-year-old in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, and he said, you know, it's police brutality, and we're fed up, we're done with this. And so the young people, they see images, and they think, the system is rigged against them, and America's a racist country. And
why did that be burned to make a fucking point?
That's been cemented in the minds of young people for many years.
But your own fucking business, like the Bernie bookstore down there. I can look at that video with the
Nobody condemns that anyway. But the problem is, we should be able to address that.
Do you care about your goddamn small business?
You're losing.
Man, what are you gonna go get clothes?
And that's the only way to establish the balance.
I would like one more.
Your shops
Because it's getting all the rest of the clothes.
First of all, it's hard to the community that happens here. But it's also, it hurts the police everybody wants to see. So it's a tricky thing, and it's going to be interesting to see how the public use these two things.
What they scared of on camera. There ain't no cameras out there. They come out there shooting like motherfuckers.
I think
they just got 4 officers fired. One charge. And the other 3 may be charged. They ain't gonna do that. But they don't want to get the fucking trouble.
Right
the way these motherfuckers is, you gonna have to show them. So police gonna have to come get stupid with them or stop them. And right now, police gonna fired up. That might be hurt. Maybe another shoot. Everybody got it right.
Americans
right now can know
justice, but they also live in mercy. They felt mercy. They felt compassion. They felt horrible when they saw the systematic of George Floyd. Every single American. But the justice of it also says you cannot let people go and destroy cities. Sadly, I was a teenager in 1968, and this is reminding me of 1968, when after the assassination of Martin Luther King,
it's like going to
Robert F. Kennedy, Chicago riots
in the community forever.
Shoot me down, see what
was able to allow Americans to say, there's something wrong with us, and Americans in that period, I think this could be another symbol of
y'all murder it?
Safety and
Fucking home community up.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Expanding these plans.
No.
Internationally developed Poshmark. You stay on your items, snap a couple of photos, boom, it's up for sale. When I look at it,
Punk?
Like I said, I believe in doing your thing. Like, you gotta write your goddamn shit. I'm tired of goddamn black men getting killed for dumb shit. And what they were called for was supporting this shit. So it didn't even cause for no aggressive shit. They ain't had it in handcuffs. You couldn't control him. They say now they're trying to say that when he got to the car, he told him he wasn't getting in the car and all that. And that's when the video started coming up on it, because they got surveillance.
Shoot me down, see what
They arrested him.
Bet y'all leave.
Put in handcuffs sitting on against the wall. And then next video showed him how they picked him up and just walked off. So you see how another video showed him in his neck, and you can only see him and the dude standing right there up for him. Another video came where they showed us that there's 3 other officers had they got in, 2 other officers had their knees in them too. On the other side of the car, you couldn't see them.
So what is happening now?
I want to know what happened between Sean and him. He walked to the car and then he went on the ground. And now they saying he wasn't giving him a call, but it's 4 officers. He in handcuffs. Snatch him up and throw his ass up. Like, damn, I don't see y'all do it plenty of times. Grab a motherfucker and throw him in the head first. Make him lay down and strap their head down and keep the shit. Y'all had to put him down on the fucking ground and put your knee like that. That's what pissed me off. See, I guarantee that's a police station right there.
Those have been either being diagnosed or tear gas that is deployed.
They're going to take the first one police station down. They're going to try to get it
Now
out.
we're at the 5th precinct. The protesters just kept marching all the way down Lake Street.
They want to get it so bad, but the motherfuckers
Today,
should have stood their ground on the other one. Like, that shit headquarters. You know, hey, somebody cover that. And you all seen all the police.
And they arrived.
They're lying and just pulling out with their lights on.
We had been standing near the 3rd precinct yesterday, and then all of a sudden,
Like I told you, that was a
they backed up,
Shouldn't
and they
have
backed up, and the police backed up until there was no police presence whatsoever. So we walked 3 miles, followed where the protesters were going, and ended up here at the 5th precinct. So far, they're going to use a lot of letters from, but it has been, for the most part, peaceful here. Folks are here, singing, listening.
You ain't killing me.
But their ire is again focused on another police precinct.
They got that police station.
Is after what happened to George.
Y'all better protect her. Like, that's like your home. Like, you better protect her.
We're seeing a lot of white
You
folks.
pull off and you leave that one and get burned down and grind. You're not going to stop me.
We're really seeing a lot of community, and we're seeing
Because I guarantee there ain't no protesters that's doing it.
who are out.
Because in the daytime you see, well, when they first start protesting, kids with them and all that. They don't want to go home and then bad.
They can't stop, so they won't
There's
stop.
one store that says chain reaction. People powers. That's what human nature is.
In effect,
It's a seed power kind of thing.
minutes. And these folks just never arrived by it.
They don't say it's they looking at videos from everywhere and everything's recorded. Your ass gonna get caught. You better have your shit tied up and all that. When you went home out, you went in there and burned that shit. Don't ever wear it again.
Are you okay? And what's happening?
Yeah, we're fine. We cleared it all out. We're able to talk and breathe normally again. But just moments ago, more tear gas cannons. There's about 4 tear gas cannons. We started to get roofs of it here in the air. But when this was there, you heard another one.
You little heck. I'm telling you,
remnants
you
of
can't
the
get off my
have
phone.
been going through downtown Dallas this evening.
Yeah.
And for the last 10 minutes or so, this is now escalated once again. There's a group of protesters throwing rocks and other objects at the line of SWAT officers here in this intersection of downtown Dallas. And this continues. You can see one job here appears to have been taken, is being loaded up in the back of that van, taken into custody. I hear over the loudspeakers the officers talking about other arrests being made. We're standing back a little bit here because the wind in this particular intersection is swirling around us. So when we were with you there earlier, Don, what happened was the wall of smoke was in front of us. When we turned around to get away, the wall of smoke had wrapped back around us, and that's when we were caught there in the middle of that intersection. And got a mouthful of the tear gas there. Now we also have officers on trying to get this crowd to move back. They are beginning to push the remnants of this group back toward. We'll see if we can get a better vantage point from around these trucks here. We're behind
right there. I see this from my federal. Sound lit up right there.
It is two different ways officers are moving this change here. This is moving back toward the west, and this is moving back down toward the south over here. So you have two different lines of officers moving these protesters in two different directions. So it is definitely a very tense situation here in this particular intersection. I do not know what has happened to this massive group of protesters that were marching through the streets of downtown Dallas. There were thousands of people here earlier this evening, and this was the tail end of the line that was marching its way through downtown Dallas tonight. We were kind of hanging out towards the back of this line, and we were trying to figure out what exactly is going on with the rest of the right there. I don't know if it's continuing to march to other parts of the light.
Get down off the freaking building, bro. I'm telling you.
Federal people that are close to our in Minneapolis and get to the streets there at this moment. But speaking of Minneapolis, and you know, this is our breaking news. Protests are taken to the streets around the country over the death toll. You're looking at the properly WCCO. Today, the former Minneapolis police officer, Derek Chauvin, was charged with third-degree murder and forced death. His bail is now set at $500,000.
Yeah, big boy. What you gonna do? Man, I'm tired of this. We getting rushed. I got you. It's good. I got him. Killed him. I ain't even worried.
The murder of George Floyd was just incomprehensibly tragic.
I'm a sweat.
Had this history in the United States. This is our original sin, of course, slavery, which was just violence, form of violence against African Americans. And we have seen this throughout our history, and now we have self-murder. And so the anger that you're seeing, the frustration that you're seeing is completely understandable. And it's very tragic.
See, I don't blame anybody on the highway.
I'm a sweat all day.
And I'll be pissed if I'm on the highway and got hit or stopped. You know, I'm going home or somewhere and I'm going to be pissed.
Feel like no progress has been made at all.
I am taunting the message. Oh, I am. I'm kicking his butt. Got him mad. He's still saying I'm garbage, but I'm winning by 2. And I'm the garbage one.
The department.
He gonna shoot me down probably after 30 gap.
I don't know what the solution is. I think we have to make it easier to get rid of bad cops. The cop who killed George Floyd had a history of this, and I'm a guy who believes in unions. We have to make it easier to get rid of cops that have history like this. That's one thing we need to do. But this is not Minneapolis. This is a national problem. You're seeing it tonight. You're seeing it nationally. And this is something that this pandemic has revealed so many of the weaknesses that our country has. Part of it is in just the disparities by race in wealth
we're small.
And you see people fall or die at greater numbers.
Boy, dude, look at that score.
Food on their family table, and this is part of what's been exposed
Los Angeles,
by
Memphis,
this pandemic.
and
Really, every president now wants to use this to distract from his record on this, his absence in leadership on this, and he just wants to.
I think they burned down that things out of Chelsea or AutoZone or whatever. I said,
When the looting starts, that's the old playbook.
Like,
You'll see it.
what the fuck? AutoZone or Vans Auto got anything to do with shit.
And he tweeted out
I think it's wrong to burn the police station now. Because somebody keeps throwing the shit in your house, you don't want the police in your damn house. But I understand it because it's the police. So that's who you're trying to target. But
I've heard that phrase for a long time. It's just where it came from, where it originated. I knew that phrase. Well, I don't know. I've also heard it from many other places, but I've heard it for a long time, as most people have. And frankly, it means when there's looting, people get shot and they die. And if you look at what happened last night and the night before, you see that it's very common. And that's the way that was meant, and that's the way I think it was supposed to be meant. But I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it originated.
they're trying to say something to him about how he made a comment talking about when
it's this history
start losing,
of having heard,
trying to say when you lose, you need to shoot.
having heard
Everybody telling me like, no, he said when you start shooting,
father,
and you start getting shot. Last night, somebody in Minnesota got shot.
Woo!
I'm
done.
Got shot.
I've had a beat down real quick.
7 people got shot. That's where that girl went up. Well, they got shot. They
It's a yeah.
But that's true though. You got all the motherfuckers out there, ain't no telling we got guns like that 40 down the street.
Garbage.
Motherfucker got shot. Just when you have gatherings like that and people are heated,
Yeah.
shit happens. And then you might get into an argument with somebody. And bam, goddamn shooting up.
you're saying, and
Yeah, my
They
life
try to
now.
control the cops.
saying, you can't look to the
We
White
sitting there
House.
goddamn yelling at them all in their faces. Oh, that's the White House. You not finna get near that motherfucker.
I think we have to look to the people in the communities
You better leave that alone
who are
right
doing
there.
the real work.
That's the symbol
You know,
of
I
this
do a
country. They ain't gonna let
podcast
you get nowhere near it.
The
Then you
founders,
will get shot.
Don't get hungry. Their leaders. That's another one of the terrible things that's been revealed in this field. Now, 1 out of 5 children.
The White House, like, I don't even know why you showing that. We know that.
Don't get enough.
They at the White House protesting.
They have all these disparities.
You know how they live. They don't die high, so that's what
It's the
they
people
don't want to.
that are taking this stuff on. Those are the leaders. They're in our communities. They're in our states.
But,
Those are our
and for the Matthew touch, Daddy,
former Democratic Senator
for the kids.
I'll tell you. Like if I go to the White Shirt, they Secret Service. I mean, they cop Secret Service. They don't want to get the president, but they take a perimeter around the White House and the Capitol and shit like that. Don't let
It is Central Time in Minneapolis, a city that is under curfew tonight. Supposed to be at least hours after former police officer Derek Chauvin was charged with third-degree murder and the death of George Floyd. His bail is $7.5 million. Despite the curfew, protesters, police have been facing off on the streets of Minneapolis tonight. And protesters have been clashing with police all across this country. We're carrying it all for you live right here on CNN. Sarah Seidner is in Minneapolis. We have Ed Lavadera, who is in Dallas. We also have Miguel Marquez, who is out on the streets of Minneapolis as well. And if we can put up some of the scenes and show how this is all playing out around the country. Miguel Marquez, let's get Miguel Marquez now, who is in Minneapolis. Miguel, thank you for joining us here at the top of the hour. You've been marching around and around. You said this started in one part of Minneapolis, and now you have marched through downtown and so on and so forth. How much ground have you covered? Where are you now?
This is a good workout. We just drove a mile through downtown, and now we've exited off 35W.
They're trying to force me to stay.
Now we're going to set the what it looks like. they've lost some of the protesters, but most have stuck with them. But it's now dug out a long way along 35W as they are moving toward, it's not entirely clear, they may be moving toward the 5th precinct as well, which is where Sarah Sizer is heading to. Check this out. Turn around this way, Ken. And they have not only protesters walking now, but they have several cars that have joined the protest as well. And